What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich from PixlFeed here, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to test creatives for Facebook ads. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's do it. All right, so one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when it comes to creatives to Facebook ads is that they spend all this time doing all this audience research, creating their customer avatar, and then they have learned all the hacks when it comes to launching their ads and their ad sets, and they're all like detailed with the targeting and all that stuff. But then they get lazy and they just throw one picture out there with like, hey, buy this now, or they do one video, hey, buy this now. Facebook needs multiple creatives in order to perform better. Yes, video does a lot better than the others most of the time, but the algorithm has gotten really good at placing the right type of creative in front of the right person at the right time they're most likely to buy or opt in as a lead. So I'm going to show you my personal stack and how I start testing my creatives and how many I use and how I take it from there, how I scale from there. So make sure you watch to the end. All right, so the first thing that I do is you create your campaign, right? And you have your ad set. So let's say this is my ad set. And the first thing that I do is I deploy an image ad. This could be an image of the product. It could be an image showing off the solution to their pain, anything like that. And this is gonna be with all the creatives. The second creative that I'm going to test at the same time, it's going to be my video ad. Okay. The third creative, if you're an e-com or drop shipping or Shopify, whatever, you're going to do a collection ad. And my fourth creative, whether you're doing leads or e-com, it's going to be my carousel ad. Okay? So that's going to be my creatives. And you have to make sure that each creative is tailored specifically for where it's going to be placed. So make sure you always have creatives in 1:1 format, 9:16, and 4:5. 1:1 is going to be square. So 1:1 you can use with your carousel ads and your image ad and your video ad. And 1:1 is square, meaning that it's going to be placed on every single news feed and it's going to look fantastic. 9:16 is the format for stories. So you can get creative with that and put like a swipe up text on there and show the product. So swipe up, that's going to be your news feed stories, whether it's Instagram or Facebook. And then 4:5, it's going to be your audience network. The audience network is when you're, browsing through the internet and you're reading an article related to that specific product or that niche, and you see the ad pop up in the middle of the article. That's called audience network. Okay, so that's 4:5. If you do the formatting for each different placement, Facebook is going to reward you with cheaper impressions. Okay, so that means more sales and cheaper CPA, cost per acquisition. Okay, so what you do is you run the ad and you let Facebook do its thing. Now, you're going to see after 3 to 4 days that one is going to do much better than all the others. Okay, but this is what you don't do. You do not turn the other ones off, because the algorithm has gotten really good, again, at showing those at the right time, at the right person, and the right placement, okay? So when you give Facebook plenty of options to choose from, it's gonna perform better. The second thing that I do is, when I start my copy, my ad copy, I'm just using one ad copy. The same exact ad copy for each one of them. Why do I do it this way? Because when you're split testing different things, you only want to test one different variable at the time. It's the same with landing pages, the same with your website, whether it's the color of the button, the headline on a funnel, or the copy in your ad. The only thing we want to see here is which one of these creatives it's gonna perform the best, right? So we use the same copy. All right, so let's say our video ad does the best out of all of these. So now we know this is the winner. So I'm gonna grab that video ad and I'm gonna duplicate it onto its own CBO campaign, okay? Inside that CBO, I'm gonna duplicate that ad set, however many ad sets you wanna go, depending on your budget, let's say 4, okay? 2, 3, 4. And what I'm gonna do inside that ad set, again, depending on my budget, I'm gonna do a minimum of 2. Of the same video, okay? You guys get the idea, I don't have to type all that up. Okay, so it's gonna be the same video. The only difference here is that I'm gonna test either 1 or 2 or 5, however many you want. I like to keep it at 2 or 3 max. Copy. So I would suggest at least 2. So you do 1 short ad copy and 1 long ad copy. Okay? And it's the same post duplicated. Okay? You let that run for 3 to 4 days. At this point, you're gonna see 1 copy that's gonna perform better than the other. And again, if you're targeting some point and you have the data and you have good audiences, this is all gonna bring you sales. So what do you do now? Now you gotta get rid of the variable. Now you gotta grab that variable that's winning. So let's say in this case, it's the short copy. So what do? I grab my video ad, I duplicate, then I create another CBO with, you guessed it, 4 new ad sets, 2, 3, 4. And then I grab that video with that short copy and I duplicate it 2 or 3 times depending on my budget. Same post ID. Okay? And now we have our winning creative. So now that you know what your winning creative is here, you can keep scaling. Okay, so what happens? Then what's my second one that's performing the best? Let's say it's our collection ad. So you grab your collection ad and you do the same and you keep scaling, right? And once you do that, you start all over again and you refresh your creatives. You have to refresh your creatives. Facebook loves fresh content, right? And when you're creating the content for your newsfeed, right? Not for your newsfeed, I'm sorry, for Instagram, make sure you tailor that content for Instagram specifically, right? Your content's not gonna be the same for the Facebook newsfeed than a story for Instagram. Instagram has another look. You gotta be native to the platform, so make it pretty with the stickers and the colors and all that stuff. Facebook's kind of more like, you know, unison. Just grab their attention with some pattern interrupt at the beginning. But this is how you do it. And you wanna refresh your creatives. People say all the time, oh, my campaigns are dying and I don't know why. Your campaign's dying and the cost for your cost per click and CTR dropping down, that means that your creatives are exhausted. People are tired of looking at them, so they're not clicking on them anymore. When you swap out those creatives and you can even swap it out as a campaign is running and it will refresh the campaign and the sales will start coming in back again. So that's how I test my creatives for Facebook ads. That's how you should be doing it, and you should always be deploying your campaigns. If you guys like this video, make sure to click one of the boxes right above me. Make sure to click the links down in the description below and let me know any questions you may have, and I'll see you in the next video.